I just got married and I took my wife to my father in the Lord. So, this is my wife. I took her before we got married, and after we got married, I took her again. Then we had started ministry, skeletally. He now asked me, what role is she playing in the ministry? He doesn't talk much. He's a seer. And he doesn't insist. In fact, for him to even tell you what he sees is a serious case. So we went there. I said she likes singing, so she's in the choir. He now laughs. And anytime he laughs like that, it means you are wrong. But he will not tell you what is right. He won't tell you. So it means even though I got married to her, I didn't know. I knew her after the flesh. And that was a situation for a long time. Until one day I now said, okay, all the books that you recorded, the things that God has told you, bring them. That was when I realized that she has an intercessory ministry. So in order for you to power an intercessory ministry, you will need to know how to fast. Not the normal fasting normal people do. If not, them too will have the same rank with you. Because every believer is an intercessor. But if you have a calling along that line, you will need to pay a greater price than the average believer is paying. So you need to learn how to fast, dry fast. This is me training her now. Because I'm beginning to know her. So I know the prescription. I know what to. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
So she started the dry fast. So you can go 7 days without food. Then she began to grow into what? Because I realized who she was. No longer after the flesh. When she mastered dry fasting and prayer, she started calling women to camp. And then they pray together and fast. The last camp they did, there were 500 women fasting for 7 days. And she was not there because she was with me in the US. She was doing her own in the US. With our supervision, there were 500 women that camped in a location. And there was no food, no water. The tools that God has given me because of my calling are tools for fighting. I am an intercessor, a warrior. I fight. Sometimes darkness comes to cut me off. And when I notice that signal, my last line of defense is to tell those women, it's time for dry fasting. Anytime I summon them, there is no problem under heaven that we cannot defeat. I'm telling you my secret. Even if Satan comes armed, call them. And when those women gather, so you see, the reason why I could help her was because I now identified what she was within the framework of what? The body. Henceforth, the Bible says, no man out of the flesh. So the first person you will need to discover is yourself within that framework. And if you have not known yourself, you'll be fulfilling another person's destiny.